Hello everyone. In this video, I'll be talking about my favorite Rajini movie or Rajini movie. The movie name is Arunachalam. Arunachalam is a 1997 Tamil action drama film written by Crazy Mohan and directed by the director Sundarsi. So when this movie came out, I was 4 years old. It stars Rajinikanth, Soundarya and Ramba with Jay Shankar, Ravichandran, Visu, and many more in supporting roles. The songs and the soundtrack, the background score was handled by Deva, and cinematography by UK Sendil Kumar. This movie is loosely based on the 1902 novel Brewster's Millions by George Bar McCutcheon. It was produced by K.S. Nagarajan Raja and K. Murali Prasad Rao and edited by P. Sai Suresh under the production company Anna Malay Cine Combines. So it was released on 10 of April 1997 and it has a runtime of 165 minutes or 2 hours and 45 minutes. So before I go into the plot of the movie, let me go through the cast listing. So the cast starts with Rajini as Arunachalam and Vedachalam. So he does a double role in the movie. Soundarya, the lead heroine, as Vedavali Adikesan. Her voice is dubbed by Savita Reddy. Ramba as Nandini Rangachari. Jay Shankar as Adi Kesavan. Raghuvaran as Vishwanath. Visu as Rangachari. V.K. Ramasamy as Kalya Perumal. Niraga Ravi as Pratap. Kitty as Kurian. Sendil as Arivaragan. Janagraj as Bida Katavarayan. Raja as Saravanan. Anju Arvind as Arundhati. Shakti Kumar as Shakti. Manorama as Lakshmi. Ponnambalam as Ponnambalam. Vadivukarasi as Senior Vedavali. K.R. Vatsala as Janaki. Vennira Ade Nirmala as Umayal. Vinu Chakravarti as Chokkalingam. Vichu Vishwanath as Chandrasekhar. Talabadi Dinesh as Rajendran. Crazy Mohan as Ayasami. Ambiga as Meenakshi. MRK, T.V. Varadarajan, Alva Vasu, Sridhar as dancer, and director Sundarsi makes a cameo appearance as a reporter in the song Singam Ondru. So let's look at the plot of the movie. So the plot starts with Arunachalam is a village head who has two brothers, Saravanan Shakti and a sister Arundhati. So they are a happy family living in the village, and Arunachalam is looked up to by everyone in the village, his family members and his friends and the village people alike. All like him and respect him a lot. Amayappa and Janaki are his parents. Vedavali is the daughter of Adi Kesavan and Umayal, and they are family. I believe they are connected or family friends to Arunachalam's family. So Nirmala is Amayappa's sister, and they all come to Amayappa's home for Arunachalam's sister's wedding. Vedavali and Arunachalam first get into a little fights and arguments, but they end up falling in love through these few incidents. So during there's a incident happens where his brother, I believe, if I remember correctly, his brother was had a relationship with a girl and she became pregnant, and so everyone found out about it. And when they were talking about this issue as a group, when the village had gathered, then Arunachalam gets angry and wants to beat his brother, and the grandmother, who is a senior Vedavali, played by Vadivukarasi, she gets angry and she asks a question, who are you to beat my grandson? And then this shocks Arunachalam and the rest of the village people, and she then tells the story of how Arunachalam is an orphan and the family found him, and they adopted him to be their eldest son in the family. So hearing this, Rajnikant is of course heartbroken, and he decides to leave the village and saying that he does not belong there, and he leaves his village very reluctantly. And he goes to Madras where he meets Bida Kathorayan, who is played by Janagraj. Bida Kathorayan gives him a job in his small shop, and by coincidence he bumps into Nandini, played by Ramba, during an incident where there was a kind of a theft situation, and he tried to help her, but she ends up making fun of him, and subsequently she finds out that his intentions are genuine. So after a series of incidents that happen, he discovers that he is actually the son of India's richest billionaire Vedachalam through Rangachari, played by Visu, the guardian of Vedachalam's trust. So what happens is, I believe Arunachalam goes to a hotel where I don't quite remember this part, but he is recognized by Visu and brought to the hotel, I believe, where that Arunachalam's father owned, and so Visu is the one who reveals that he is actually the son of the billionaire Vedachalam, the late billionaire Vedachalam. So Vedachalam has made a condition for Arunachalam to get his inheritance. So he films this billionaire Vedachalam. He has already filmed the video, and Rangachari, played by Visu, shows him the video, and he addresses his son saying that, come my son, I know you will eventually come here one day, and so I have a condition for you if you want to inherit my wealth. And the condition is actually he needs to spend 30 crores in 30 days. So 30 crores is 1 crore is about 1 crore is 10 million rupees. So he needs to spend 30 crores in 30 days if he wants to inherit the father's wealth. And the father's wealth in the movie stands at 3,000 crores. So the condition is, if he needs to spend this money without contribution to charities, and he should not own any assets at the end of the day of 30 days. And furthermore, no one should know about this challenge, including family members and friends and anyone. And receipts should be kept for all of the expenses. And if Arunachalam fails, the money would go to the 4 people who also manage the trust, Vishwanath, Pratap, Kurian and Kalia Perumal. So they are the 4 villains in the movie. And Vishwanath, of course, is played by Raghuvaran. Pratap is played by Nirabha Ravi. VK, the legendary VK Ramasamy, he plays Kalia Perumal, and Kitty plays Kurian. So they make up a team of villains who want to spoil Arunachalam's efforts, and they want to get the money for themselves and split up the money between the 4 of them. And they also plan to kill Rangachari in the future. So at first, Arunachalam, he does not want to take up the challenge because he believes that Visu Rangachari and also these 4 people are capable of handling the money and spending the money as it needs to be spent. So he does not want to take the money or take up the challenge and get the money for himself. But what he does get is he finally knows who his father is, because his grandmother has said that he was orphan and that's why he left the village. But now he knows what his identity is and who his father was. So he wants to go back. I believe, if I remember correctly, he wants to go back and tell his family members there that, oh, this I'm the son of this person, so and so, so that he finally can say that he has found his identity in that way. So along his what happens is Arunachalam wears a rudraj around his neck, and that when he's that falls off and rolls away from him, and he keeps on running after it. He keeps running wherever it goes, and that leads him to a long path until he comes to a point where I believe he climbs a tree, and he overhears a conversation between the 4 villains, claiming who they're discussing their plans about what they want to do. They want to kill Rangachari. They're laughing at Arunachalam for, and saying that he is unable to, or he won't be able to fulfill the challenge even if he tried, or winning the challenge even if he tried. And they also discuss what they want to do with the money, and they laugh and talk and laugh. And so Arunachalam gets to know the plans, or these people are actually villains. They're actually evil people and bad people, and he should not get, his conscience says that he should not allow them to get the money and put Rangachari and his family in danger. So he decides to take up the challenge, and the 4 villains, where he takes up the challenge is he goes back to Rangachari, and he tells Rangachari he will take up the challenge, and the 4 villains are also present during the meeting that they hold, and so is Nandini, the daughter of Rangachari, and they come up in a line one by one, and they talk to him saying that, oh, you surely failed this challenge, and we will do everything to spoil your challenge. And Arunachalam just stays confident and say, and he is confident in being able to win the challenge. So Nandini, Rangachari's daughter, is appointed as the accountant and the personal assistant of Arunachalam for 30 days. And so once he gets the money, what Arunachalam does is he brings his friends and some family members over from the village, and he makes them stay in the hotel. He gives them the freedom to do anything they want. So he also books the penthouse suite for himself, so right at the top floor, and he gets the grandest room. And he also leases rather rents dresses, suits and shoes and everything, and also hires a team of drivers and bodyguards, and also assistants, and also helpers for these 30 days. So for these 30 days he is totally transformed into almost like a king, kind of a king or a prince. And Arunachalam tries hard to spend the money, but it comes back many times. So what he does is he tries his luck with horse races and lottery tickets, and he produces a movie with Arivaragan, who is played by Sindil, the comedian Sindil, as a hero. And so if you have not watched the movie yet, I'm sure you will definitely watch and crack up when you see this scene with Sindil as Arivaragan. the hero of the movie. And there's a scene where Rajinikanth or Arunachalam is introducing the hero of the movie to potential producers, and well, they pass some very funny comments which I don't want to spoil the experience by saying them here, but it's definitely worth watching the scene. And he also Arunachalam also starts a political party with Bida Karthavarayan, played by Janagraj as the candidate. So there are many comedies, situational comedies that happen during Arunachalam's efforts to try and spend the money. He spends the money, but it comes back to him because the villains are always cooking up plans to make sure that the money keeps going back so that he cannot win the challenge. So the rest of the movie is whether Arunachalam wins the challenge and gets the 3,000 crores, and will he live happily with his family and reunite with his family. That is the end of the story, the rest of the story. And the film does end with Arunachalam and Vedavali's marriage, so there's a kind of a spoiler, I'm sorry. But I hope I haven't given too many details to spoil everything for you. So I think those are just some points to note from the film, about the film. So here are some interesting facts that I managed to find regarding the movie Arunachalam. So the film was apparently produced to help 8 of his struggling film industry colleagues, and these were people who helped him, especially during his early days in the cinema industry. So he wanted to give back to them and help them with this project. The director Sundar Si, he said in an interview that he did not like the story of Arunachalam, but he agreed to direct because he did not want to miss a opportunity, a chance to work with Rajini. And Sundar Si, the director, also said that he also heard that if Rajinikanth once Rajinikanth makes up the decision, he will not change his mind, and he would like to work with people who have the same vision as him. So if the potential director that he interviews or rather talks to does not like the story, he will simply change the director and find a director who agrees with the story and is willing to work with the story. So that's apparently for this movie in any case, yeah. And initially the lead heroine for Arunachalam was expected to be Meena, who had featured in Rajini's previous movie Muthu. So Muthu was a huge blockbuster. And the initial cast list also had Jairam in it. And the comedian actress Manorama was a surprise addition to the cast, as she had recently caused a lot of controversy by lashing out at Rajinikanth's political motives in the previous year. And also Rajini himself wears, or during those days he wore a Rudraksh. That was his belief, spiritual, religious and spiritual belief. So he wore a sentimental Rudraksh around his neck. And he lost his Rudraksh during the shooting, Rudraksh bead during the shooting. And that upset him a lot, and he immediately ordered for a search for the Rudraksh bead. The crew searched the shooting spot at midnight, and with the help of the giant lights used for the shooting, he managed to find the bead back. So the commercial success and success of Arunachalam. The film became a commercial success and received many positive reviews from the critics, the fans and the general audience. So the critics said that Rajinikanth had a unique, his own style to portray various emotions. And also the songs of Arunachalam were also big hits. The opening number Adanda Idanda, and also there's a marriage song. There's a song in a marriage venue. The song is Mata de Malige, and also there is a motivational song where Rajini is they show Rajinikanth and his team working. The song is Singam Ondru. They were also big hits and played widely during on the radio during those days, and also on TV, I believe. Yeah. So the film also won 3 Tamil Nadu State Film Awards. One is Best Film Arunachalam, Best Stunt Coordinator for Super Subbarayan, and Best Art Director, which went to Gopikant. What do I like about the movie personally? The first thing I like about the movie is Rajinikanth's acting. So in the movie he portrays a wide range of emotions, from feeling broken-hearted and helpless and lost, to being a figure of power who is very motivated and very full of strength and confidence, and a romantic side with his heroine, and also on the other side where Ramba is kind of fantasizing about having a relationship with Arunachalam. So that was also nice. That was a nice kind of emotion going there also. And of course the humor aspect of this movie is also a big reason for the success of the movie. So Rajinikanth himself is very good at doing humor, and you have 2 very strong comedians and in this movie with one is Sindel and one is the Janagraj, and also even the villains themselves, they say some comedic dialogues and there are some comedic sequences going throughout the movie, and that keeps the audience really that keeps the mood of the movie both light-hearted, but it also engages the audience, and the storyline engages the audience to keep watching what is going to happen next. So the story of this movie Arunachalam is a little bit different because it is a mix of commercial elements, I would say, and also on the other side it is a bit religious and spiritual, or rather we can say more of a spiritual maybe, because it kind of teaches a lesson about money and people, and there are some dialogues in the movie as well which directly talk about money and people and all these things. Yeah. The screenplay of was very well done by the director Sundarsi, the screenplay and direction. So the movie goes very smoothly, the story goes through very smoothly, and there isn't much, I would say, that is a boring scene in the movie. So throughout the movie, what I remember is I felt very engaged as an audience member. I was connected to the story, and some aspects I found relatable, some scenes maybe I found relatable, and overall I felt very engaged in the story, and I wanted to watch it to see what was going to happen next. And as I mentioned earlier, this movie is a mix of everything. So it has action, emotion, humor, a little bit of glamour thing in the songs, and some scenes, and spirituality. So that is in the kind of messages, and spirituality and motivation in the messages, and some scenes of course show that say spiritual and motivational things directly to the audience members. And Another big component for this movie becoming a success is the music director Deva's music. So the songs were big hits during those times, and even today it is very energetic songs, and some the songs are very pleasant to hear even today. Yeah, so this is about my favorite movie, my favorite Rajini movie, Arunachalam. And I tried to find online where you can watch Arunachalam. Arunachalam, I believe, is on some streaming platforms, but I believe the platforms quite limited. So what I managed to find was Arunachalam on Wood and Hangama mobile app, and it isn't on Netflix or Amazon Prime as far as I know. So if you want to watch Arunachalam, you can give a quick Google search on with the title Arunachalam, and you can find a list. You can find the options on where you are able to watch the movie. Alternatively, you can also look for some scenes on YouTube. On YouTube, there are some scenes and comedy scenes, and the songs are on YouTube. So this video was about my favorite Rajini movie, Arunachalam. I hope you found it interesting or found some things interesting in this video. And are you a fan of Rajinikanth, and have you watched Arunachalam yet? Or are you planning to watch Arunachalam in the future? Do let me know in the comments. And also, if you like this video, then give it a like, and share this video, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my content. So thank you for watching, and until the next video, take care and goodbye.